Hey guys, this is a Casablanca 20th Century Limited in copper finish. These are very rare in any finish other than antique brass, and not really that easy to find in antique brass either. This is from 1980. It has a K63 motor. It's rated at 1.4 amps, which is pretty low for a K63 motor. The blades have the Casablanca insignia on the tips, which I think is really cool. And there it is. So we're hooked into the amp meter. And it's got a variable speed control built in, so we'll start out with that. Casablanca Fan Company, you can see right there. That's the very lowest, or at least close to. Pretty great factory low speed, if I do say so myself. So let's turn it 1/8 of a turn. See what we're reading now. 0.25, so not a very big difference there. My phone's doing some kind of error message spasm, I think pertaining to the battery life. Okay, 0.4. Do another 1/8. It's a little buzzy, I can hear it. Sometimes these are silent, 0.7 with the variable speed control, and sometimes they're noisy. Okay, another 1/8, 1.18. It's got to be pretty close to high, because it feels pretty high. Yep, it just had another 1/8 to go for high. High was 1.23. Again, very low for a K63 motor. This is about as balanced as I've seen one of these. These are prone to flywheel warpage and blade bracket bendage. It's not as fast as some that I've seen. Again, Casablanca used a variety of different K63 motors. They just used whatever they got sent, pretty much. I don't know that if they just asked for a variety, or if Emerson just sent them a variety, or... Yeah, it performs just about like any other stack motor fan. You get a slight breeze from it at a distance, but not like a commercial fan. Quite a strong breeze directly under it. Okay, spin down and forward. These are very accurate replica of the Westinghouse Deluxe from the early 1900s. Those are quite valuable, the Westinghouses, but the Casablancas look almost indistinguishable from them, other than the blade shape, downrod and canopy, and the flywheel. Even those things are not egregiously different. There's one just like this in the museum, only it has cane blades. Walnut and cane. I think these are oak and plain, but with the Casablanca insignia, which I really like. Start this back off at low. And there's a reverse switch somewhere in the motor housing. I saw it before. There it is. But there we go. Okay. Low reverse. Beautiful fan. Okay, I'll do quarters this time. 1/4 turn. 0.31. Oh, it's blurry. Another quarter. I'll do an 1/8 actually. Whoa! Okay, yeah, that was just spinning on the J-hook for a second. I thought something was loose and I was concerned. That eighth brings us to 0.69. Another eighth brings us to full speed. Oh, forgot about the blender fan test. So, oh wow, these blades are dirty. We're hitting the flywheel a little bit in reverse, looks like. Not the flywheel, the switch housing. When the flywheel warps, sometimes the blade brackets will rub against the switch housing. Wasn't doing it in downdraft. We're not doing anything to the blender fan. So, off. I can't reverse it because the switch is above the blades. I got the 4-speed fast go control hooked up. We'll see how it behaves with that. Just remind me to reverse it first. I don't know what these look better in, copper, antique brass, or polished brass. I actually have a polished brass one, care of Daniel Groundwater. And it's funny because prior to finding that, I'd asked Tom Frampton, who was second in command at Casablanca from their very start until '84, long after these were made, if they ever made one in polished brass, and he told me no. And then I found one in polished brass, so either it was a custom one or he just forgot about that finish entirely for this fan. My guess would be they tried a few and the finish didn't work out so well, as he said that polished brass has trouble sticking to the sand cast. Okay, forward, go to the fast go 4-speed control, and let's try it on low. What did I not do? I didn't pull the chain again. Okay, we're on low with the control. 0.25, so solidly above where it starts with the solid state control. Okay. Medium low, 0.57. Seems like it's going to be pretty good range with this control. Medium high, 0.96. It's pretty quiet with the control too. And then high for reference. .24 again. Okay. No need to try it with a solid state control. It has a solid state control, but let's try it with the Emerson control. The 4711. I just really want to see what that 4 looks like. See if it gets us below the 0.18 and yet still starts. So, once again, I'm going to be a virtuoso at phone propping and camera standing, because as you know, I'm an expert at this and do extremely well every video. I should just say that every time first, because it seems like I did very well that time, doesn't it? Sure looks like it. So from now on, I proclaim myself an expert, and I shall be one. In case anyone was wondering, and no one probably is, still the same song in my head, but there's a line in that where they quote Bob Marley's Buffalo Soldier, and so Buffalo Soldier is also in my head, but it's part of the same song. Okay, so this is the 4, and it is 0.18. And it is giving us a very pretty 0.18. I will take that. What's the expression? 7 days a week and twice on. There's an expression. I can't remember what it is. It's an old person expression. Is it going to stall? Don't stall. No. Keep going. You can do it. I believe in you. Keep going. I believe, what is it, you're supposed to clap for Tinkerbell? You clap your hands and then keep clapping. You can do it. We're going to go through the other speeds and then come back to this one. Maybe it just needs a little... I mean, who knows when the last time was this fan was ran. Okay. Speed 3 is 0.36. Speed 2, 0.64. So not a great range, kind of on the slow side. Let's go back down to the 0.17, 0.18 fluctuation and let it spin its way down to there. Maybe it won't need all of our clapping this time. I hope you guys watching were clapping with me. That's how it works. If you've ever seen any production of Peter Pan, the audience has to clap too to save Tinkerbell from untimely death. I used to do lighting for a touring children's theater group, so I know all these things. Saw a lot of cool fans when I was touring with them too, because we went to pretty much every elementary school and middle school in this county, and some of the high schools too. So I got to see the inside of a lot, and public libraries and other places. One school had cast 3-speed Dayton Marleys in the cafetorium, and another had Emerson 1895s in the gymnatorium. I don't know what you call it. I'm just calling it that. Cafetorium is actually a word for half cafeteria, half auditorium. But what do you call it when they've got a gymnasium with like a stage? And yeah, that's about the same as it was with the variable speed control. So that's pretty good. One of the public libraries had Emerson designers, plastic Emersons, but with the 1895 flywheel and wood blades. Not 1895 flywheel, the 1895 motor. Okay. So that's the copper 20th century. Much awesome. I love it a lot. Thanks for watching.